In March 2023, GPT-4 passed the bar exam, scored in the top 10% on the SAT, and diagnosed complex medical cases. But here's what nobody told you. This isn't just another tech advancement. We're witnessing the birth of something fundamentally new in the history of our species: artificial general intelligence. And it's evolving faster than anyone predicted. Today, we're exploring the AI revolution, where it came from, where it is, and where it's taking us. Let's start with a reality check. AI isn't new. The term was coined in 1956 at the Dartmouth Conference. Early pioneers like Alan Turing asked, "Can machines think?" For decades, progress was glacial. Then came the three ingredients that changed everything: massive data, powerful computing, and better algorithms. This combination created what we're experiencing now, the AI explosion. But what exactly is AI? Let's clear up the confusion. Artificial Narrow Intelligence, ANI, is what we have today: systems that excel at specific tasks. Your Netflix recommendations, Siri, self-driving cars, these are all ANI. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI, is the next frontier. Machines that can perform any intellectual task a human can. And then there's Artificial Superintelligence, ASI, intelligence that surpasses all human capabilities combined. We're transitioning from ANI to AGI right now. How does AI actually learn? Think of it like this. Traditional programming is like giving someone a recipe. AI is like showing someone 100,000 meals and saying, "Figure out the patterns." Machine learning uses neural networks loosely inspired by our brains. These networks have layers that process information, finding patterns humans might miss. Deep learning takes this further with many layers, hence deep learning. The breakthroughs are coming at lightning speed. In 2016, AlphaGo defeated the world champion at Go, a game with more possible moves than atoms in the universe. In 2020, AlphaFold solved protein folding, a 50-year biology challenge. In 2023, AI generated photorealistic images from text prompts. Each milestone seemed impossible until it happened. But here's what's truly revolutionary: emergence. Large language models like GPT-4 develop abilities they weren't explicitly trained for. They can reason, create analogies, write poetry in the style of Shakespeare, then debug computer code moments later. Researchers don't fully understand how these capabilities emerge. They just do, once models reach a certain scale. Now, let's talk about the brain comparison. The human brain has about 86 billion neurons. GPT-4 has the equivalent of perhaps a trillion parameters. But here's the crucial difference. Your brain runs on 20 watts, a dim light bulb's worth of energy. Training GPT-4 used enough energy to power thousands of homes for days. Efficiency is AI's biggest challenge. The economic impact is already seismic. AI isn't just automating factory jobs anymore. It's writing legal documents, creating marketing campaigns, diagnosing diseases, and designing drugs. McKinsey estimates AI could add $13 trillion to the global economy by 2030. But with this comes displacement. An Oxford study suggests 47% of U.S. jobs could be automated in the next 2 decades. Let's examine specific industries. Healthcare. AI detects cancers earlier than human radiologists. It predicts protein structures for new drugs in hours instead of years. Education. Personalized tutors that adapt to each student's learning style. Art. AI-generated works winning competitions, raising profound questions about creativity. Law. Algorithms predicting case outcomes with 90% accuracy. But the most fascinating development is brain-computer interfaces. Neuralink and others are creating direct links between brains and AI. Imagine uploading skills matrix style or communicating telepathically. We're moving toward a future where human and machine intelligence merge, a concept called the singularity. Speaking of the singularity, the hypothetical moment when AI becomes so advanced it triggers runaway growth, Ray Kurzweil predicts this around 2045. Once AI can improve itself, progress could accelerate exponentially. What happens then is anyone's guess: utopian abundance or existential risk. This brings us to alignment, the most important problem in AI safety. How do we ensure superintelligent AI shares human values? The challenge is like explaining democracy to a cat. Our values are complex, implicit, and sometimes contradictory. Researchers are working on techniques like constitutional AI and reinforcement learning from human feedback. Let's address the elephants in the room. Bias. AI learns from human data, inheriting our prejudices. A hiring algorithm might discriminate based on historical patterns. Transparency. Many AI systems are black boxes. We see inputs and outputs, but not the reasoning. Regulation. Governments are scrambling to create rules for technology evolving faster than legislation. Now for the science fiction becoming reality. Autonomous weapons that decide who to kill. Deepfakes that undermine truth itself. AI-generated content flooding the internet. These aren't future problems. They're happening now. The 2024 election cycle will feature AI-generated candidates saying things they never said. But there's also breathtaking potential. Solving climate change by designing new materials for carbon capture. Curing aging by understanding cellular processes at unprecedented scale. Exploring space with AI astronauts that don't need life support. Ending poverty through optimized resource distribution. Here's what most people miss. AI isn't just changing what we can do, it's changing what it means to be human. For millennia, intelligence defined our species' edge. Soon, we'll share the planet with entities smarter than us in every domain. This forces us to ask, what's our value when machines can think, create, and reason better? The philosophical implications are staggering. Consciousness. If an AI claims to be conscious, how would we know? Rights. Should advanced AI have legal personhood? Creativity. Is AI-generated art truly creative or just sophisticated mimicry? These questions were theoretical a decade ago. Now they're urgent. Let's look at the timeline. 2025. AI assistants that know you better than your friends. 2030. Most white-collar work augmented or replaced by AI. 2035. Brain-AI interfaces becoming mainstream. 2040. AGI achieved. 2045 plus the singularity. This isn't wild speculation. It's based on extrapolating current exponential curves. So what should we do? First, education must transform. Memorizing facts becomes irrelevant when AI knows everything. Critical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence, these human skills become more valuable. Second, we need universal basic income or similar structures as work transforms. Third, international cooperation on AI safety becomes as important as nuclear non-proliferation. But here's the most hopeful perspective. AI could be humanity's greatest invention. The printing press amplified our communication. The Industrial Revolution amplified our physical abilities. AI amplifies our minds. For the first time, we have a tool that can help us solve problems at the scale they exist. Imagine an AI that reads every research paper ever written and connects disparate findings to cure cancer. An AI that models climate systems with perfect accuracy to guide policy. an AI that personalizes education for every child on Earth. This isn't fantasy. It's within reach if we steer the technology wisely. As we stand at this crossroads, remember, technology isn't destiny. We shape it through our choices today. The AI revolution isn't something happening to us. It's something we're building together. The question isn't whether AI will transform society, but what kind of transformation we'll choose. Next week, we explore a different kind of intelligence, swarm intelligence, how ants, bees, and brain cells create collective wisdom. Subscribe to continue exploring the frontiers of knowledge. Remember, the future isn't something that happens to us. It's something we create with every line of code, every ethical choice, every dream of what's possible.